Selimov in the red, Conceicao in the blue.
Conceicao come through a tricky one with Joe Cordina in the semi-finals, where it was a real thinking contest, both boxers having to use the boxing brains, and he just sneaked past Cordina. This is going to be different. Selimov, a southpaw, more experienced, older than Cordina, so Selimov will be the favourite, I think.
29 now, Selimov, no surprise, given those 3 previous World Championships that he's been to. 4-time Azeri national champion as well.
Conceicao, solid puncher, really has got something in them shots, and he throws them well to the body. Selimov is a good back foot counter puncher, typical southpaw there. You see that right hook landing.
Yeah, quite fast reactions from the Azeri.
Really digging them into the body, Conceicao, isn't he?
Yeah, I like it. He's a little... Oh, Selimov just missed with the uppercut there, and there were oohs and ahs from the crowd as well. He fights Conceicao a little bit like Rabi, who we're going to see later on. You know, he's sort of in distance, relies on upper body movement, head movement before he launches his attack.
Yeah, he's boxing really well so far. He's just landed the right hand, and he's shown some good little pivots with his feet. He's got good movement. Look at that. See that little pivot where he stepped round, and Selimov having to follow him. He moves his head well, Conceicao. This is a really good start.
Yeah, it's a high-class contest, isn't it, between the pair of them?
It is. Selimov finding this style a little bit tricky, I think.
Might be what you prefer if you're a judge.
Yeah, if it was me so far, I mean, there's 40 seconds left in the round, but Conceisao's movement and the spite he's putting into his punches when he's letting them go, that'd be enough for me to give him the round.
We talked about that early in the championship, didn't we? About, oh, that's a big punch from Selimov.
Yeah, good shot as the uppercut came in. That's the chance you take when throwing the uppercut. You do leave yourself open to a rear hand coming over the top.
There's a gash, there's blood coming down from the scalp of Selimov. Sometimes in close bouts, maybe that one big eye-catching punch like the left uppercut of Selimov could be enough.
Yeah.
Or the previous heavier shots of Conceicao.
I like Conceicao in that round personally.
Now that was the pre-fight routine of the Brazilian, looking up for divine inspiration.
There's that shot. What a shot that was. Landed right on the jaw of Conceicao.
There you see a couple of shots coming in, but the judges liking the work of Selimov in that round, it seems. I think he swept the board on all 3 scorecards.
He did. Conceicao started well. Conceicao just needs to do what he was doing in the first round, and maybe that one clean shot at the end from Selimov might have sealed the round for him, but the movement from Conceicao was excellent in the first round. Head and foot movement, and putting power into them shots.
Them 2 experienced campaigners in there as well. Selimov's 29, Conceicao turns 27 in a couple of weeks, and the pair of them here at their 4th World Championship. As Conceicao seems to be putting even more devil into his work.
Landing some solid shots. I mean, they're not clean punches which are hitting the target exactly, but Selimov will be feeling the power of them, and He won't want to make the mistake of leaving himself open.
Yeah, interesting little show there from both boxers. Conceicao landed with a hard punch. He sort of threw his right hand out into the sky to almost let the judges know, or just to acknowledge his own work. And Selimov did the sort of same thing despite the fact he'd been hit.
Yeah.
We've seen a few boxers do that through the championship so far.
A lot of boxers have done that, just done it again there.
I wonder if that's instruction from the coaches or it's just their own personal slights.
We didn't get to see the power in Conseisao's work against Cordina, because Cordina's so quick and sharp on his feet. Because Selimov's a little bit more flat-footed and stands to take the shots. Really is putting something in behind them punches.
Mind games and a bit of sportsmanship going on in here.
I think when Conceicao lands and lifts his arm up, Selimov's lifting his own arm up to say, yeah, it didn't hurt me, type of thing.
Is he cut round the right eye, Selimov, now as well? I think he is. A couple of things for him to worry about. Yeah, and the referee's bringing him across. There's a gash, a tiny gash in the scalp. And then he's got a nick around the right eye. Conceicao in the other corner. Haven't seen the referee signal how the cut was acquired.
Shots landed by both in this round.
Yeah, it might have been that one, was it? The heads didn't clash. There was a left hook just before that, if that was the exchange. They've done a brilliant job. There are cuts, official cuts, people ringside to deal with these situations, and they've done terrific work throughout the championship. I must admit, I was surprised the Ali bout was stopped.
Yeah, I think it was just near his eyelid, the cut, just under his eyebrow with Ali, and that's why they stopped it. This one looks like it's above Selimov's eyebrow.
Obviously, safety is the most important thing for the boxers and their immediate and subsequent welfare, but they've patched that up. I'll tell you what, there's a real slob of Vaseline on that.
Yeah, there is, you can see it from here, can't you? Must be a bit of a bad cut to need that much Vaseline. So Conceicao will be encouraged by that.
Both trying to intimidate the other with movement and psychology and mind games.
Good jab from Conceicao. Good work. Again, I like Conceicao in this round. Personally, it might just be my personal preference.
I mean, some of them have landed on the gloves, but the eye-catching punches have come from the Brazilian in this round. Slightly slapping with a few of those there.
Yeah, he does tend to do that from time to time.
That may have been a significant round for Conceisao. Or was it? No. One judge gave it to him, the other two gave it to Selimov, so it's level on one. And Selimov's clear on the other two. There's a good left hand scoring punch from Selimov that the judges would have seen. And again. Well, at this rarefied level in the championships, it's not always easy to score these, but this one, I think, could have gone either way on those scorecards through the first two rounds.
The more accurate work coming from Selimov, but Conceisao forcing the issue, letting the power shots go to head and body. Selimov just sitting on the back foot and just leaning in and out type of thing to try and draw something from Conceicao. Then he's leaning back to land the counter. He does that so well. He's done that for a long time. It's better from Selimov.
Concerted effort here from the Brazilian.
He's the more aggressive of the two, and Selimov is the more cute of the two, if you like.
There's still half of the final round to go. Bit of a standoff between them. More work done in the early stages by Conceisao.
Good uppercut from Selimov.
A little bit of a shuffle and a dance and a move from the Azeri. Been a good night for them so far as they both connect.
Best round for Selimov, for me. Using his movement well. In the first two rounds, he was happy to stand and exchange with Conceicao. He was the more aggressive of the two, but this is where Selimov is at his best, when he's moving.
Yeah, his movement's excellent. I think he's maybe slightly overdoing it. I think he's trying to take the mickey out of the Brazilian.
Yeah, I think he's trying to run the clock down a little bit.
Whether he thinks he's in head, knows he's ahead. There's a little bit of tomfoolery from Selimov now. Look at him with his little dance.
Well, obviously as well, he's got this cut on his eye, which he'll
good point.
protect for the final if he thinks he's already there.
Conceisao hasn't been able to get to him, bar that flourish in the first 30 seconds. Yeah, it's a really good point about the cut. It could be self-protection. Selimov thinks he's done enough. I do think that when he hears the final score and result, I think Conceisao is going to be surprised and obviously disappointed.
Yeah, he looks happy. You'd have thought that the first two rounds were definitely in his favour. Judges seen otherwise. I thought Conceicao just in the first two rounds. Wasn't a clear winner, but I gave it to him.
You see some of the flurries, quite a few of them landing on the gloves from Conceisao. Whether the judges were spying that from ringside and that factored into their scorecards.
Yeah, the accuracy was definitely from Selimov, but the aggression and the volume from Conceicao, and it's what you like and how much difference there is between the two. The accuracy from Selimov was way more than Conceisao's volume and aggression. And yeah, it's a clear win, but there wasn't that much difference.
The winner points from the red corner, representing
Both thought they'd won. Only one man gets the verdict. Bloodied, but successful. And that is Альберт Селимов. The former world champion is through to try and do it again. And Azerbaijan have two finalists. Well, they came with hope. It was a tight, desperately close first couple of rounds. They could have gone either way. They went the way of Selimov, and that was the platform for him, despite a head gash, despite a nick over the right eye. Let's hope that he's able to heal and mend. And we have a final on Thursday, as you see the score cards. In the end, only 1 point between them. Last two rounds went the way of Conceisao, but it was too little